company. The Turbo S is in. Two beautiful V12s. That paint is a joke, by the way.
Yes guys, what is up? Welcome to Supercars of London. You join me in the Golf GTI, navigating my way through the tiniest residential streets in northern London. Don't know why I'm going this way. On my way down to NVN London. It has been the best part of 12 months since I was last down there, and I've got a very good reason for visiting today and over the next 2 weeks. They always have an incredible lineup of supercars and performance cars there getting PPF'd. I cannot wait to see what they've got inside their facility today.
No matter how many times I come here, I am always in awe of the collection and selection of cars that come here for PPF. It is one of the best PPF facilities I think I've seen globally, and definitely in the UK. But there are some ridiculous cars, and you can come, hang out in the lounge, have a meeting here, grab a coffee, a drink, whatever, or look out through the glass and have a look at some of the beautiful cars that are in pristine condition, and then that paint has been locked in with the PPF. And that Porsche that was getting detailed is the exact reason why I'm here today, because I'm going to be filming the process of it being PPF'd. It is a friend of mine's car who has waited 2.5 years for it. It is spec'd to his entire taste. And whether you collect a car in the summer or the winter, the first thing you should always do is get it PPF'd, which is exactly what Michael hasn't done. He was so excited to pick it up. He's done 200 miles and bought it in here. And I'm going to be meeting up with Afa, head detailer and paint director, who's going to be taking me through the entire process of getting that car PPF'd and going through some of the imperfections that that car has, even with as little as 200 miles on the clock. Look how perfect this looks after a quick wash. The 992 Turbo S is now in the detailing bay. Afa is here with me, and we're going to be going over a little bit about the Porsche paint and this car in particular. But first, I think we should probably discuss 2 years ago, we were here in this exact position with James's Porsche. This is where my lust and love and desire to own my own Porsches come from, because the quality that these cars from factory and how they come is just a level above other manufacturers, right?
Oh, 100%. You know, Porsche with their quality control, I would say is up there. You know, definitely within the top 2 manufacturers, or even within the top 5 manufacturers in the world.
Yeah.
Especially under the VW group, and
yeah,
you know, I would say that for a lot of their other cars as well. But especially Porsche, their QC and you know the way that the car arrives here, and when we're going around the car, there's not much to actually do to the vehicle.
Yeah.
Very light polish. You know, to get it ready for paint protection film.
And I think that is, to me, something that you don't necessarily usually see from an insight perspective.
No.
As manufacturers roll their cars off the production line. To me, it just feels like Porsche really care about, as they roll off, delivering them perfectly to the customer.
Oh, 100%.
And when I saw James's car arrive and you guys were looking at it like, it's pretty much ready for paint protection, having not been washed or cleaned,
Yeah.
I was impressed by that.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like we've done so many Porsches here, you know, and I would say it's the same for, doesn't matter what model you're going for. So whether it's the most basic 911 or whether it's a GT2 RS, the same attention to detail gets put into each vehicle. It really impresses me.
Okay.
You know, definitely does.
And that is why we are back with Michael's 992 Turbo S. However, this one's slightly different because he was rather impatient.
Yes.
Took delivery of the car, has done 200 miles.
Yes. And unfortunately, he's added some defects onto the car. a very small amount of road rash, some swirl marks. It might have been parked under a tree, or some contamination has obviously been inflicted onto the car. And the weather hasn't been the best either. We've had some storms here, some really bad weather. So but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll be able to sort these problems out.
Okay, sweet. So whilst it's in the detailing bay, let's get stuck into what the guys at NVN do to a car to lock the paint in for PPF, and then I suppose go over some of the before and afters of what these guys do with the magicians when it comes to the paint work.
If we can have a look at this door here, now the reflection with the LED torch shows that there's no imperfections in the actual paint, and the reflection is perfect, and the clarity is good as well. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of the Porsches that we get in, this is the kind of the condition that the car comes in. Wow. Really nice. The clarity is sharp, and you can really tell then that Porsche's QC is spot on. But if we go a little bit further to the back of the door, you can kind of see the condition that the defects it's inflicted within the very small amount of time. I don't know whether it's been parked near a tree. It could be dirt from the road. What we're seeing here is it's not embedded into the clear coat. It's kind of sitting on top. A really light polish will get that off. What has helped with it as well is we've obviously clay barred it. We've used a bit of tar and glue remover as well, and that's kind of helped as well to remove whatever has stained the paint.
Okay, so there we go. That is zoomed in, and then you can see the difference. Can we go around and have a look at the rear spoiler?
Yes. So with this rear spoiler, this is more of wash marring, I suspect.
Yeah, you can see the swirl marks.
Yeah.
And then coming onto the other side, oh my God. It really is like high def. Look, there's a camera. Everything just looks perfect. And then you come back over to this side and you can really see all over. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so it just shows you, especially this piano black trim.
I was going to say, it's so much more obvious.
And a lot of manufacturers these days love to use this piano black trim.
Yeah.
It really, really looks nice once it's all polished and looking lovely, but they're very, very soft, and they're really easy to actually mar and scratch. I mean, I always say to a lot of customers, you sneeze and it will scratch. So it's so soft. Yeah, these are essential to get PPF'd. I don't know if you can see this. See if you can see this, because this is all road rash. Can you see all the like pitting?
Yeah.
On the piano black?
Yeah.
Yeah. That, unfortunately, you won't be able to get rid of. I mean, look, here's another thing. Look, here's quite a big ding from a stone chip. Yeah. And it's actually chipped the paint. You can see right there.
Yeah.
And these are inflicted within a couple of 100 miles.
I was going to say, it's mad to think. I know a lot of customers don't even take delivery of their cars. They send it straight here.
Yeah.
The handover happens here, which I totally understand. But at the same time, I also understand from a customer's perspective, if you've waited such a long time for the car, you just want to be, you're desperate to drive it. And also, like, speccing it from new, you want to see what you're...
Oh, without a doubt. We see it all the time. A lot of, they've waited a year. Sometimes they've waited a couple of years, and, they're kind of itching to drive the car. Yeah. And my advice would be, look, you've waited that long, get it transported to us directly from the dealership, and then let us apply, let us do our job, apply the PPF, and then you can kind of not worry and really enjoy the car. But it just shows you within a very small period of time. I think the customers only had this car for 4 or 5 days, a couple of 100 miles, and it shows you, it's just unfortunate, the majority of the defects we can remove, but unfortunately, you've got road rash on the splitter at the bottom, and it's kind of, you've either got 2 choices. We can polish it and minimize it a little bit, but to kind of get that back to a perfect condition will be respray. Yeah. And it's just a shame, 200 miles on the clock, and we're already discussing the side skirt might need respray.
It is collection day for Michael and his 911 Turbo S. He has been so patient over the last 2 years whilst his car has been on order and in build, and then NVN have taken it off his hands with less than 200 miles on the clock to do a full PPF so that he is now winter ready. Here we go, the finishing touch is going on. Don't know whether the camera's picking that up, but and there's a badge template, is that the right word for it?
That's correct, yeah. What we normally do is we will kind of put a PPF template on top of the PPF that we've actually already put. So what we're doing here is we're not going around the badges. We're actually taking the badges off, completely PPFing the rear bumper.
Yeah.
And then what we do is we get hold of some new badges and then we will put them on top, so it's a much cleaner finish. You have to buy that separate. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
You have to buy that separate. Yeah. Right. So.
I don't know whether the camera might. Well, no, it's not picking. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just about.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so this is the 911 Turbo. What we will do is.
Oh yeah, that makes your job a lot easier.
Yeah, yeah. So we will kind of roughly make sure straight, and then.
I mean, out of the whole PPF, the badge is probably the most nerve-wracking bit.
These are quite flimsy, so once it's on, it won't be good to take it off. You will end up breaking
the badge.
Yeah, you'll end up because they're so thin in certain areas. Like the R and the B is just really held on. It's so small.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just the S to go on.
Increases the value by about 25 grand.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you just peel away the sort of PPF that's been sitting on top.
Yeah. So that's it there. And then what we do is we just peel away.
Look at that. Beautiful. Ready for the collection, and I know he doesn't like being on camera, but I'm going to put him on camera anyway. Don't leave me hanging. How's it going? You good?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. How are you?
Excited?
I am. Yeah. I can't wait.
Joe's going to drop the covers, and you're going to get to see your car looking exactly the same as you dropped it off.
You're going to launch out of the showroom instead.
Yet to launch it, right?
Yet to launch. Yeah.
Yeah. How many miles have you done?
150 maybe.
Okay. Well, many more to come now that it is winter ready.
Yeah.
UK road weather ready.
It's fully protected, ready to go.
Now pretend to look really.
That's crazy.
Actually, it looks mad how glossy it is.
Yeah. That looks mental, right?
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Huh? Thank you.
Congratulations. Appreciate it. Beautiful. This looks really nice.
It looks like I saw it when it was outside, having just got driven in. I haven't actually seen it fully PPF'd. Like, I've not been here for a week. So this is mad to see it for me as well. Look at the inside. Did Porsche do this when you collected it? Did you have all the plastic? No. Yes. It helps being in this bay because like all of the lights work so sick on the paint. He's a patient man.
I am. Very patient.
2 years, was it?
I think it was 19 months.
19 months altogether.
Yeah.
You had it for
There was
what?
a few delays, like towards the end of the process.
Took delivery, had it for 5 days?
5 days, and
I mean, yeah, you
been
are.
here 2 weeks, so they've had it longer than me.
You are the most patient man in the world.
And then carbon fibre there as well was also
Oh, was it?
PPF as well,
Oh,
just
amazing.
because obviously that's a really high impact area with it, shoes and things. So that's all
I think this is the cleanest it will ever look.
It honestly looks so good. Michael is over the moon. The paint looks amazing.
Yep.
We didn't film the PPF because everyone's seen it go on.
Yeah, that's correct, yes.
But can we go through a little bit since the last time I saw it?
Yes.
What's happened?
So after our quick discussion around the vehicle, it's had a 2-stage machine polish to get the paintwork looking really, really nice. And then from there, we've taken it over to the paint protection side. Every painted surface of this vehicle has had full coverage.
Even the black?
Even the black. Everywhere from, you know, the top section, the side skirts, the wing mirrors, the front, literally every single surface of this vehicle has had paint protection film.
Yeah.
Now, majority of the time, the patterns, we will kind of extend them, especially with this. So we will get the standard patterns, and then we'll add a couple of millimeters here and there where we think we can add extra coverage.
Seeing the black piano on the spoiler, because this has the aero pack,
yes,
is like no swirl mark. Like the best thing about obviously is how everything gets locked in underneath the plastic, underneath the protection, which just makes the maintenance of it so much easier.
Oh, so much more easy, you know. At least now the customer can drive this car, peace of mind.
Yeah.
Not worry about, you know, it's going to have defects here and there on the car. And the nice thing is as well, it's self-healing.
Yeah.
So if he does spot any swirl marks on there, there's 3 ways he can get the swirl marks off. Number 1 is from the heat of the sun, but unfortunately in the UK, it's very rare that we're gonna have. They can use hot water, or they can use a hairdryer.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you just get a hairdryer, go over where the swirl marks are, and then they will disappear in front of your eyes.
Well, the sun's gone in. It was sunny earlier.
It was, yeah.
When you drove over here, it was nice and sunny. There we go. How sick does that look?
It looks better outside, doesn't it?
Told you, natural light.
It looks so much better, doesn't it?
The colour changes as well.
Yeah.
Does it feel like a collection day again?
It does.
Yeah.
It does actually, yeah. It actually, it looks better today.
Enjoy.
It looks better today than it did when I picked it up. Cheers, Paul.
And I didn't pay you to say that.
No.
That is so sick. NVN have done another amazing job. Handover complete. Michael over the moon. Porsche Turbo S back on the road and winter ready against the clouds. Michael's just saying his goodbyes. What a day. Look at the shiny floor at NVN and a very shiny Porsche. It was blue sky and sunshine earlier, and over the past 3 hours the weather has turned, but this Porsche is so sick. Back in the detailing bay, Michael has left. The last thing he said to me was, we need to do a road trip, buy a Porsche. This is one of those moments where this video came about because I was stood here with Mr. JWW and AFA over the 992 Turbo S that was JWW's, and I got to see the Porsche quality, and from there, that is where I got the Porsche itch. So the opportunity to film Michael's car coming in here, getting the full PPF, and again, seeing the quality of Porsche versus some of the other cars that are in here at the moment. Porsche just do it better than anyone else. And it is as simple as that. And it is so cool to see Michael happy and to see that car in super gloss with the full PPF. I will leave it there. It has been an incredible journey to film. Massive thanks to NVN London, as always. Head into the link in the description. And also a massive thank you to Michael for allowing me to film his car and also him, because I know that he's a little bit camera shy and didn't particularly want to be on camera. I'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.